Hello and welcome back to 365 Days with mxmtoon. I'm Maia, a singer, songwriter, video maker, Oakland native, and a lover of the natural world. I'm also a big fan of history. I love untold stories, gross facts, hidden secrets, anything weird, dark, and funky from the past. Each day, I'm going to share a few of my favorite deep cuts with you, so let's take a look at today's stories.
It's 365 with mxmtoon. New facts every day, so don't leave too soon. I'm gonna teach you stuff, no it won't be tough. Gonna go a year till you've had enough. It's 365 mxmtoon.
Today, in 1888, the National Geographic Society was founded in Washington, D.C. Its express purpose was for the increase and diffusion of geographical knowledge. Little did the founders know just what an iconic force of nature they'd founded. 33 men worked together to found the society. They were geographers, explorers, teachers, lawyers, cartographers, military men, and men with money to finance the group and its endeavors. They came together for their love of nature and appreciation for geographic knowledge. They hoped to share their sense of wonder and curiosity about the world with the people of the United States and spread an interest in geography and ecological matters. The world was changing. Mass communication was becoming more accessible, and the speed at which change was taking place made it seem that people would be more interested in discovering new things about the world more than ever before. In order to found the organization, the men wrote a constitution for the group and chose a president. The man they selected to be president was a lawyer named Gardner Greene Hubbard, who was also a noted philanthropist and the first president of the Bell Telephone Company, which eventually became AT&T. Fun fact, he was also Alexander Graham Bell's father-in-law. Bell then served on the advisory board of the National Geographic Society. The National Geographic Society sent out the first issue of the magazine 9 months after its founding. It took about 10 years for the magazine to start gaining real traction in readership. A new editor, Gilbert Grosvenor, pioneered a transition from technical articles to general interest essays with accompanying photographs. He raised the circulation to 2 million people, and the magazine became known for its stunning nature photography. It became the first magazine to print color photographs of both the sky and the ocean. Grosvenor was inspired by nature writers like Charles Darwin and Richard Henry Dana Jr., and their use of the first person to narrate their experiences with the outdoors. Grosvenor later married Bell's daughter Eloise, and he was the editor-in-chief of the magazine until 1954. Once the magazine gained a higher revenue, the society was able to use the profit to begin a series of nature expeditions and research trips as well as scientific exploration. It began funding grants in geology and the natural sciences, including funding Robert Peary's trip to the North Pole, Richard Byrd's flight to the South Pole, the deep dives of Jacques Cousteau, and helping Jane Goodall accomplish her groundbreaking studies about chimpanzees. It funded Hiram Bingham's excavation of Machu Picchu and Louis and Mary Leakey's research on human evolution in Africa. Today, National Geographic remains a leading nonprofit in science, education, and the environment. They still publish the visually stunning magazine, but they also make documentaries, books, music, and games. Let's go through some of the most iconic images National Geographic has brought to the world. In November 1971, the cover featured a penguin wearing a high-tech backpack. That was a very cute one. About a year later, a cover featured a man riding a giant bicycle through some autumnal woods. In May 1981, the cover featured a small shark playfully biting the arm of a scuba diver. They don't just feature nature, they've also photographed tech advances, like the microchip and the hologram. The cover that sold the most copies was a simple but adorable photo of a border collie. The border collie's name was Betsy. What would you love to see on the cover of National Geographic? Now, I'll talk about a music fact. Today, in 2014, Macklemore took to Instagram to write what he thought was going to be an inspirational message. The previous day, he had won a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album for The Heist. The morning of January 27th on Instagram, he posted a screenshot of a text to fellow artist Kendrick Lamar. Lamar's album, Good Kid, Mad City, had also been nominated for Best Rap Album. The screenshot of the text said, "I wanted you to win. You should have. It's weird and sucks that I robbed you." Although Macklemore was clearly trying to send a positive message, he was derided on social media for the post feeling disingenuous, pandering, and condescending, and done for the PR image rather than out of genuine feeling. Fellow artist Drake simply called it whack. Lamar himself didn't participate in the anti-Macklemore sentiment. Rather, he said, Macklemore is a genuine dude. However it panned out, I wish him much success. It's clear that both Macklemore and Lamar were doing their best to be good sports amidst a contentious moment. Macklemore ended up recounting the episode on his 2016 track, Light Tunnels. And now for our final segment of the day, I'm going to go look through my own photo archives to see what I was up to on January 27th in my life. January 27th, 2017. I had a cello lesson, looks like. I'm not entirely sure. I think I had a cello lesson. I have a lot of photos of me. Oh, yes, I do have a video here. I don't know what I was learning at that point. At this point, oh man, I'm not sure what I was learning. I think I have a video. Yes, I do. At this point, I think I had just recently started cello lessons back up again, and I was having to relearn a lot of the basic stuff. It was pretty daunting because, the last thing you want to do when you go back to doing musical lessons is have your teacher basically essentially tell you that you forgot everything and you need to redo it all. So I was doing a lot of scale work, and in this video, I just look really disappointed in myself. Yeah, this is the scale that I was doing. I was very nervous to ask my teacher to come back and play cello lessons because I originally quit because I told her that I was going to be too busy with school, which was a lie. I just didn't want to play cello anymore. But I came back a couple years later when I decided on my own accord that I wanted to play a stringed instrument again, which was different, I think, because up until that point, my mom had been the one, and my dad too, had been encouraging me to continue to play instruments. I had never chosen to pick up an instrument because I wanted to, outside of singing and ukulele. And that was a big step with cello for me to decide that I was like, okay, I have hated classical music for a large portion of my life, but I realized that I miss the structure of playing it and I miss the sound of playing cello, and I think I'm ready to go back and take lessons. But I really, truly had to redo my entire fundamental knowledge of the cello because I forgot everything when I was away for a few years. Thanks so much for going back in time with me, and remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you can come back tomorrow for more facts from yesterday.
It's 365 with mxmtoon. New facts every day, so don't leave too soon. I'm gonna teach you stuff, no it won't be tough. Gonna go a year till you've had enough. It's 360